Hi Leo, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 17th to the 23rd of November. Let's begin. So Leo, your current energy right now, you're going through a tower moment. As we speak, as you're watching me, you're going through a moment where you feel like things are just chaotic within your life. Things don't make sense. Things are very um, chaos, basically. It's literally chaos within your life. It's like you're finding it difficult to make sense of your life and where you're going. It feels like things are falling apart, things are falling down, breaking, like falling apart is the best way to say it. Um, and it's not necessarily something that is within your mind, it's something that you're experiencing within your physical reality. Where things don't seem to be making sense, things are just you feel like there's a deep purge going on. Like you feel like there's a deep purge. You know there's a deep purge going on because you can feel it, and you're just. It's like you're watching this tower burn, and you're just on the outside watching it for some reason. It's like you escaped this tower before it burned. Before it's struck by this lightning here, and these people are all falling out. Like you're watching this happen here. You're watching the tower fall down. It's like you've already escaped from this situation, but the things around you, internally, is what that means. But things around you are falling apart now, and you're trying to really maintain your composure as you're going through this sort of purging that you're going through. It feels very difficult. It feels like it's a bit of a burden that you're going through. Like, but you've been carrying burdens. You've been carrying um, but burdens is the best way I can put it. Like you've been, this might be financial burdens, this could be other responsibilities, but you're carrying burdens that you're having to undertake at this time because you're purging. You're not necessarily happy with it, but you understand it's for your highest good, it's for your best interest that you go through this energy rather than fighting against it and trying to push it away from yourself. It's like you're accepting the tower here falling, you're accepting this chaos, and this is revealing something to you. Pardon me, this is revealing the way out. So this is an opportunity, or a opportunity presenting itself for you, where you can now finally escape where you've always been. I feel like you've, this is a pasture down here, where like this is where you've been grazing for all your life, and you like desire to go to a place where graze. Um, you can graze like to a much better degree, like better quality grass, for example. um it's like the grass here where you've always been is not the best, and like you know that you've been looking for a way out and you couldn't find it. you couldn't find a way out. So you're accepting this energy of the tower that you're currently going through. You're accepting this energy and really saying that, you know, this is probably for the best, because you've been constantly going round and round in cycles, trying to get escape. And it's like, finally you can see this way out. It's like the shrubbery is pushed to the side and this path is made aware to you that this is the way out. But it comes through this tower falling within your life, and I feel very strongly that this tower is your identity of what you believed was possible for you to do in this moment. Like what you think you can do in a moment, like in this moment as you're watching me, what you think you can do in this moment and what you think you can't do in this moment, that is changing basically. Like you're figuring out that, you know, you're able to make decisions that are very different to the way you've been living up until this point. And this tower was built on basically that part of you, and so it's like the foundation here is different. This is who you are, but the tower itself was built like entirely from a different stone, and that's what's falling apart here. It's like you're not trying to build a tower, you're trying to build a castle, but you've accidentally built a tower, which a tower represents something that was built on falsehood. And it's interesting I say that because as this tower is falling, this opportunity presents itself to you, and this is an opportunity, like I was saying, it's not something that is gonna like just pop up in front of you. It's something that comes from the tower falling. It's an awareness, it's a revelation of the way out for you now, based upon the fact that this energy is, your view is no longer blocked because you're in, you know, the tower's there. It's like it's blocking this path because you can't see it. It's like you believe that things have to be a certain way, but you're being open-minded. Even as this tower is falling, you're being open-minded and saying, well, I think this is for my best interest because I want to live a different life. I've been living a very, you know, a life where I go into different situations and they always present themselves in the same way, or they end up in the same conflict, same disagreement, same argument, same situations. It's like you're going into new situations and you end up in the same situation somehow, and it could be completely different from the last place that you've been in. And this is in everything. This is in love and career, just in general. And this tower, you've done the healing now within, and this is why this tower is falling. This is something that's happening again, like I was saying, within your reality, your physical world. Like it was really like the way you've done things in your life physically, like, you know, what you studied, what jobs you've done, what decisions you've made, what to do things. These are all changing now. You're changed. You've changed inside of you. You've changed. You've done a lot of healing to get to this point. You're at a point now where you're able now to follow this path here, which represents your true path, your true soul's calling, where your soul has been calling you this whole time. And it's interesting, I was saying that you have been trying to build a castle instead of a tower, which is what you ended up building because you weren't able to see. You weren't able to see because your view was blocked by, you know, like all of these, you know, the shrubbery. But this is what you're moving towards now here. You're actually moving towards your castle. So I think it's very interesting. It's like this castle here represents a celebration for you as you're figuring out that there is a way out. And this answer lies within you. You need to tap into divine feminine here and understand that you have the answers that you seek all are within you. And this is where you're going to find where this opportunity, it lies within you. This opportunity lies deep within you. You need to tap into divine feminine energy and tap into it, and it'll give you the answer of what this opportunity is. It's like things are falling apart here. And it's like as things are falling, it's freeing up energy, and you're allowing this to fall without you trying to catch it. It's like this house falling. Normally, if something like this was to happen to you, you try to catch it, you try to stop things from falling apart. You're very level-headed and you try to keep yourself balanced, and it's like you have a fear of things falling apart. Yeah, you have a fear of things falling apart. So it's like when things start to go that way, you get really worried and you're like, you know, you need to bring things into balance in some way or another. And as you do so, you've kept yourself in that energy, because that tower has always needed to fall, but you never let it fall. Now you're letting it fall, you're allowing it to fall. And as a result of this opportunity is coming out here. And it's quite interesting the way I've laid out these cards is, well, I just pulled out this Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is just clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, which means you're going to see a lot of growth from this. You're going to have to plan and invest in whatever this is, but it's going to give you a lot of growth, and it's going to give you a lot of bountiful harvest. It's like the process of learning something, of how to grow, what it is that you want from life, what it is that you want in particular. It's like learning how to grow that. So these pentacles, they grow on trees, and he's basically learned how to do this. He knows how to have this harvest, and it's this process. Then he goes and he teaches to other people about how they can grow their pentacles. And so this is something that you're doing here as well. It's like something that you are investing in, something that you will be doing, is something you will be really, really good at, and you may be able to teach other people how to do something like that as well. Because when he helps the people he helps, they end up helping the communities, and they basically thrive away from the kingdom, by, you know, using their own resources. So someone really important, to be honest. And I think it's really interesting the way I've laid these cards, because it was showing up like that, like he's looking down at the tower. It's like this energy is leaving your life. Internally, it's already left. You've done a lot of subconscious deep healing, purging energies from yourself, even removing energies from yourself, actively. And if you're now at this point where your physical reality is still mirroring the old you, so this is all falling now, and then this is why you're outside. It's like you knew this tower needed to come down, and you exited the building, and now you're just looking at it like it's fireworks or something. I'm seeing you as looking at it as like fireworks, and you're celebrating this. So this is the energy you're in. This opportunity is coming. It's going to feel like a gift. It's an opportunity that lies within you, that you will know once you let this tower fall. As this tower is falling, the more it falls, the more it become obvious that this is the way for you. And it's like the shrubbery is just being pushed aside here. I mean, I'm seeing this like here, like blocking this one. Like that's how it's coming up, it's blocking it. So as this is falling and falling, this is going to be revealed more and more. But you need to allow this tower to fall. And as soon as this opportunity comes to you, you recognize this opportunity for what it is. You're going to celebrate it. You're going to celebrate it, and it's something that's going to cause for like a homecoming for you within yourself here. You might be meeting your tribe, your people, being with a community of people that are like-minded. You're going to be able to be in that energy. Maybe you're going to be a boss, and you're going to be helping people with their lives in some kind of way. Just going to clarify this here for you. Yeah, so you're taking leadership. You're going to be some kind of authority in the future. You're going to be very spiritually protected. You're going to have vision, and you're going to have a lot of integrity about doing things in a certain way. It's like you're the king, so it's interesting as the one. So it's like the king of wands here. This is your castle that you're going to be building here, from this opportunity that lies within you. But it lies within you. You've had the answer all along, is what I'm getting. The answer's been inside of you, but it's just this false tower that's been there. And again, this is not something that this was inside of you, but it's now gone. But it's still there in your physical reality, like your job, maybe your career, what you do, or like stuff like that. If this is what this tower represents, it's the unauthentic version of you that was created, that created this reality that you live in, and this is now changing here. So let's get into your reading. So your theme for the week is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is quite interesting given all of this energy. The Four of Cups is basically talking about apathy, boredom, dissatisfaction, contemplation. So you're just going through the energies you're going through this week are making you feel very bored and dissatisfied with how your life is looking. Like, I feel very strongly you're going through a physical healing here. Not you as in your body, but your reality around you, your physical reality, your environments around you. They're going through a deep healing at this time, but they need to fall here, completely fall before this happens. And this is what you're going through, and this is what's making you feel very dissatisfied this week. Like, you're like, things are like not ideally the way you want them to be, and you're just quite upset that they are like that. You don't want them. You don't want things to be like that, but it's what you're going through this week. But it's temporary. It's not going to last for long. I don't think it's going to last for very long here, to be honest with you. This is a temporary situation that you're going through, and you will find um, much more happiness on the other side. But it's just this tower you're going through in your physical that needs to happen here. But you're currently in this energy of celebrating, feeling very happy, but this week is seeming a bit heavy for whatever reason. But we'll get into it. So, you get some more clarification about, your week ahead. So between Monday and Wednesday, you're going through this energy of the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups talks about past influences, talks about things that have really, had a hold on you from when you were young, maybe your childhood memories, your family. I feel very strongly here that it's got something to do with your innocence. It's like you're choosing to live life with more innocence, like you did when you were younger. Like how you lived when you were younger, when you were a child, like how you saw life very more innocently. Like as you grew older, you had all these opinions about how people are. Like people are bad, people are this, people are that. Like you're choosing to live like how you did when you were younger. It's like you remember this, you remember how you were, and you're choosing to live more innocently and have a more of an innocent approach towards things. No longer judging the book by its cover. Even though you've gained the wisdom, I feel like you've gained a lot of wisdom here. You've gained a lot of clarity about people in general. It's like you've restored your peace, so you're not just doing it from a sense of like just being a fool. Even a fool's not bad, but like you're not being foolish, I guess. It's from a place of being wise, like not judging a book by its cover. But when someone shows you a red flag, you're able to immediately, you know, notice it and flag that red flag, I guess. And being in this energy is going to help you a lot. Moving forwards is going to help you really transcend what you currently your reality is going to help you to really transcend it, and you're spiritually guided to do this at this time, to embody more of an innocence, be like how you were, like when you're from your childhood memories of, like, I'm seeing you were playing a lot when you were a child. You used to see life with like bright eyes. You're ruled by the sun as well. So you really liked being like this bright energy. You really liked. Maybe you have some fond memories of when you were younger from the summer. That song "Summer" by Calvin Harris. You should listen to it. Significant for you here. But yeah, it's very strongly here that you need to have that child, not as I'd say, that young innocence that you had, about really having like this sort of approach where you wanted to learn about people, you wanted to learn more about yourself by learning people, like like how you used to talk to people when you were younger, like how you were friendly with people. This is the energy you need to be in. This is the energy that people try to take you out of, that envied you, that were jealous of you. They wanted you to be out of that energy because they could never be like you, and people loved you for that reason, for you being you. But they gave you problems. People around you gave you problems, trauma, and so you said, that way is troublesome for you. but you're wise enough now to recognize you have the clarity now because your peace is restored within you. You've done a lot of healing. Whoever you are, you've done a lot of healing, actively healing your subconscious, healing your shadow self. You've been doing a lot of healing. You've been meditating. Even here in the theme, he's meditating. You know, you've been meditating even through this week, even though things look a bit up and down. You're meditating as like what is going on. I don't see him being very like apathetic here in the card, but I'm seeing you like meditative and spirit giving you some kind of offer here. Your spirit, there's gods and goddesses. There's gods and goddesses around you that are watching over you, and you're just kind of like waiting. You're contemplating and waiting, but you do feel dissatisfied. You do feel apathetic, and you do feel bored. But you're gaining clarity about how you need to show up for yourself in this reality in this world, and you're saying, you know, this is who I am. You know, I'm someone that I remember how I was when I was a child. I remember how I was and how friendly I was, how open I was to conversation, how open I was to socializing, how open you were. It's like now you've changed so much to the point where you've become very introverted. I'm seeing you have become very introverted, and it's like you don't like socializing at all. Like you're somebody that you're a homebody. Like you prefer like being indoors watching movies, and like you were an outbody before. Like you know, you'd love to go outside and do all kinds of strange stuff. Like you would like to go outside and enjoy yourself, basically be out in nature, do things, cool things, you know. But that you lost it with the sense of time, because you know, you went through trauma, you went through abuse, you went through pain, is what I strongly feel here. I'm seeing you like losing yourself after some time, like you're going through challenges and situations, and one after another. It was like you became more and more closed off. You didn't lose yourself, you just closed yourself off. And now that you've healed yourself, you healed yourself to such a great extent, and this tower is falling now. This tower has been with you since you were young, really creating from this is years ago, more than 13 years ago, that you've been building a certain life, and this certain life of yours has now taken a shape where now this tower's falling. A lot of things don't make sense. You're like, why do I do that, and why have I been living like this, and why have I been, and like you're making a lot of sense out of a lot of things, and this is one of them, that you know you want to embody more of this energy, more of this energy of being more like, you know, more passionate, more deeply passionate, not being worried about being burnt. Here she has her hand like over the fire, and the fire's got rams on it. As there's Mars energy, and she's in a realm of fire, and she's not afraid of getting burnt. It's just showing that, you know, she trusts where she is. She trusts who she is, and she's not afraid of putting her hand on the fire, or even holding this club which is on fire. It's like the fire's all around her, but she's not afraid of anything. And it's that's kind of what I'm getting here as well with this energy. You became afraid to be who you were. Like you love to look at things from an innocent perspective of like, prove to me who you are, like show me who you are, let me learn you. Like this is the energy you're embodying, or that you used to embody when you would meet someone. Like, show me who you are and I'll show you who I am. That's how you used to behave with people, and now it's like you 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 straight away you make an assumption. You look at people's facial features, the way they're talking, their body language, and go, oh, this person's this person and this person's that person, and this is how you identify people now. And you're recognizing here as this tower's falling that that's wrong, like, you know, because by you judging the book by its cover, you will never know what the story is about, and you're more interested in the story, to be honest. You're a person, you love stories, you love listening to stories, you love watching movies and stories, but you particularly love listening to stories, cool stories, real stories about people that have gone through real experiences. And this is the energy that you're stepping back into after a very long time. This is your authentic self. This is your authentic energy that people try to confuse you away from and try to move you out of this energy, so that they could try destiny swapping with you, try doing all kinds of crazy stuff to be you, basically. And they try to remove you from this energy by creating conflict, drama, telling you like that way was wrong, like you should change your attitude, or like you have no personality, something along those lines. Like people try to attack your integrity, because they were jealous of you and they wanted to be you so bad that they couldn't be you, so they tried to destroy you. um, and you're reclaiming this here. You were never destroyed. You just shut yourself off. I'm seeing it like it's going into your energy going into a shell, and you did this unintentionally, and it was through trauma. I'm seeing your energy in your heart, like it's like a golden mix of different colors. It's like all the chakras. There's like different colors inside of it, and there's like this golden. Um, it's like a light golden. Almost like a net, but it's not a net. It's like I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing something where it's like a golden ball, and inside of it is like all these different colors, and they're peeping through. You can see them. That's what I mean. It's like a net, but it's not a net. Um, and it was your energy. It's your energy. Your energy is very beautiful. Your soul is very beautiful. And as you went through pain and hurt, and it went inwards, and as it went inwards, it was like in a shell. It went inwards, and it like flipped over. Like there was a thing there that I don't know if you created it, if it was just there. You created it, a shell to protect your energy. But as you went through trauma, the shell became like a tortoise shell, and it was like you put all your energy into that shell completely, and you were disconnected from your own energy for 13 years. For 13 years, you've been disconnected from your energy. Okay, so when I was 13 years ago, let's do some maths. I am so tired right now. Sorry, I missed your reading last week as well. But I am, I'm trying to get all of them done as quickly as I can. Um, but I'm super tired, so I'm trying to do the math. I think it is 2013. Am I wrong? Am I right? 2012, you had you had something dramatic happen. Not dramatic, traumatic happen. Dramatically traumatic. Or traumatically dramatic. No, I think it's dramatically traumatic. Yeah. Something really big happened to you in 2012, and that made you finally put the rest of your energy in this shell, that you've created, and it's like you've been unable to open it, and the way to open it was to let this tower fall, but you didn't recognize it, that that tower needed to fall. You didn't even know that this tower was inside of you, because you were like almost in autopilot from the pain that you were going through. Your focus was just on healing the pain, soothing the pain, soothing the pain that you weren't feeling because of what you had been through. And now that pain is subsided, you've done the healing, inner work, you've done a lot of healing, a lot of purging, a lot of healing, a lot of shadow work you've been doing. And you're now healed to such a great degree, and it's falling now, and you're stepping back into this energy. You're really reclaiming yourself here between Monday and Wednesday. Between Wednesday and Friday, you're in this energy of really being worried about finances. You're really worried about your financial stability, financial security. You feel like there's a lack of control within your life of like what's happening with you financially. Like you can't make sense of like what's going on financially for you, because things just keep going up and down, up and down. And it's making you feel very needy. Like you feel like you need this stability, you need the security, you need to have this sort of this security that you'll be financially okay. And your advice here is not to worry too much about your finances. Just trust where you're going. Trust what's happening for you here. The advice here is to keep following your heart. Over here, the heart, she has a pentacle covering her heart. This energy is very bad because it doesn't allow fresh energy in. It's very stagnant energy, and it doesn't allow fresh energy in. She loses all of these pentacles. She sits on a chair and she exclaims, she's the Queen of Pentacles. And as she does so, she steals from her sisters as well. So she steals the pentacles from her sisters. She has some herself, and then she sits on this chair and she goes, I am the Queen of Pentacles. And she says this, she drops them and they all go rolling down the hill and they lose them forever. They all lose them forever. So it's like you really want to be like this, Queen of Pentacles who is very nurtured and prosperous. You want to be very prosperous, but you're finding it difficult at this time to be, to gain a foothold within your finances. But your advice, like I was saying, is here to be following your heart. Really follow your heart. Keep love on your mind and love in your heart. And this is not just love for people. This is like love for yourself, love for your path. Money's not the ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal of life is your development here. This is just an illusion. This is just an illusion that you need the financial stability, you need the financial security. You will be looked after, and you are being looked after. You know this already, that you are being looked after. Like, you don't have to worry about getting stung by life. You don't have to be worried about things falling apart, because they're not going to fall apart, especially if you're going in the right direction, which is basically healing and allowing this tower to fall. You need to tap into your intuition, like I was saying. Tap into your divine feminine energy of your knowing, your intuition, and understanding that you have all the answers within. You have the knowing within that of what the answer is for you. And as you are inside, if you're loving inside, the universe will give you more opportunities for you to feel more loved. If you're feeling in this energy, like you feel like you are lacking stability, lacking control, the universe is going to give you more situations where you're going to feel a lack of control, a lack of stability. So it's very important that you pay attention to your energy, that you pay attention to your thought pattern, that you pay attention to your feelings, because they all contribute to this. What you feel inside is what the universe gives you, basically. And your advice is to follow your heart, and your heart is full of love. I can see this. You're a loving person. You really like to learn people. You really like to explore and really love to meet people, learn new things. And this is a great quality about you. And this is you're embodying this energy here. It's a very interesting week you're going through. So it's kind of like a deep healing that you're doing after this tower goes. If it's like the cleanup after the tower, and it's gonna feel like you're gonna feel very clean on the other side, is what I'd like to say. But following your heart, choosing love, is gonna allow you to charm situations to come into your life. Charm as in through your energy, you're gonna draw them in to you, and as you do so, you're going to cut through all the illusions that are before you, because there seems to be a lot of choices that you can make at this time, especially between Wednesday and Friday, about what you want to do moving in the near future, what you want to do with your life, like where do you want to go, what do you want to do, and you're being able to clear through the confusion, the illusion, the confusion. Like, there's a lot of choices that you can make, and you will be making a decision here based on following your heart, is what I'm seeing. And again, this energy is because of your environment. It's this old tower, basically, it's falling, it's still falling, it's falling through. I feel like it's falling before the week begins, but you're doing the cleanup. After the tower falls, there's going to be rubble everywhere, there's going to be stones everywhere, and that's what you're clearing up here. And as you're doing so, before the week, you're clearing up, being able to recognize that there's a castle waiting for you. But you're taking the steps here towards this now. And this energy is from that past version of you, that was very much so in a state of fear, in a state of fearful to be yourself, because when you were yourself, problems would arise. People would even tell you, why are you always in problems? Why do you always have problems? They weren't your problems. People just had problems with you shining too bright. And you're recognizing that, you need to shine bright, and this is who you are. You're just somebody who shines bright, and you're also ruled by the sun, so it makes sense. Um, and at the same time, you're like, I'm recognizing that this is the energy around me. It's not who I am actually. It's just the environment that was created from that old version. It's reflecting the old you, not the new you. The new you has been here since last week, at least. You've been going through a deep healing, deep healing. You've been going through, um, and as we get to, as you cut through all of these illusions, the more choice you're gonna make is to unlock your destiny. Your destiny. You're already on the path here, but you're not able to figure out what is your exact destiny. You're already on the path to your destiny. So this is confirmation for you if you're confused. I feel like you are at this time, if whether you're on the right path or not, you are on the right path. You are unlocking your destiny here, to a greater degree. Like you're on the land where your path is. I'm seeing, like, when I say land, it means like when I see like where you are, what you could do right in your life, for example, in my life, I see it as like a land, almost a realm. And so when you're in the wrong realm, then things don't ever go your way. But when you move out of that realm and you go to your realm, which is where your life path is, then you're able to, if even if you're on the land, things will start to work out for you because you're meant to be there. And this is encompassing within you as well as externally. And so you're now actively stepping into a cycle here, recognizing your environment for what it is, actively moving. So the Wheel of Fortune is not something that is just magically gonna happen for you here. I mean, it is magical, but it doesn't happen unless you make it happen. It's just you have to be active here. You have to make a decision to actively step into a new cycle, and that's how the old cycle then closes off, by you moving into the new cycle. If you don't move into the new cycle, the old cycle can never close off. And so this is what you're doing here. You're actively moving into a new cycle, and your luck will start to change very quickly. It's like a seal is being broken here, a seal that's been on you for a very long time. And this is a seal in terms of your physical environment, physical relationships, environment. So this is with people. You're changing your attitude, how you view people, no longer judging the book by its cover. And then a few days later, it's like things are changing for you very rapidly. It's like you're gonna start meeting people that you've never met before, and you're like, "What have these people always been my whole life?" It's very emotional. Like you feel love for the first time in your life. Like you haven't felt loved in your life. You felt like a black sheep. You felt like an outsider, outcast within your own life. And it's like for the first time, it's like people really like you, and you're wondering like, what the f is going on? You're like, what is going on here? It's the seal is being broken. It's like the cleanup is happening here, where you're finally able to come back into the true, authentic you. You've done the healing now. So when you go through the healing, you have to do the cleanup as well, and then you become what it is that you're working towards. That's why things don't make sense for you. That's why you feel very apathetic and bored. It's like, what's going on? Like, I thought I'd done the healing. Why am I still in this situation? It's like things do take time, but it's not just the time. It's not the time that's the issue here. It's the fact that you've done the healing, but you have to do the cleanup. You have to let certain towers fall. When you step into a new cycle, you have to get rid of the old attachments. I see it like, when you have the Wheel of Fortune, if you're on the top of the Wheel of Fortune, which I believe is the beginning of it, if you try to go forwards and there's all these rubber bands that are wrapped around you and they're attached to the previous cycle, the more you try to push forward, you're just going to get flung backwards. The harder you try to move forward, the more you're going to get. You have to remove those rubber bands off, and that's just these attachments, and that's how you're able to fully move into the next cycle. Between Friday and Sunday, you're in this energy of the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is basically about spiritual wisdom, gaining spiritual wisdom, learning ancient knowledge. The Fool goes on a journey here to learn more about himself, to learn more about his path, to learn how he can develop himself and become, better in many ways. And the Hierophant here teaches him. He recognizes the Hierophant as someone very known. Like, he understands the power of three. He understands that there's a past, present, future. He understands that there's birth, life, and death. he has a great understanding of things, and you know, he blesses people. He blesses who he can. He has great knowledge of the spiritual and the physical. So this is the energy here you're embodying here between Friday and Sunday. Is having this great knowledge of the physical and the spiritual, and integrating that knowledge, integrating that ancient knowledge and your spiritual wisdom into. It's like you're conforming them into yourself, like into how you live your life. Like, when you're manifesting, you can't just say in your mind you want this, you want something. You have to physically take action towards it. Also, your actions need to match your thought process, otherwise they won't work. And this is something you recognize, that you understand this, that your actions need to match what you're thinking, and you're implementing this very actively. And as you're doing this, you're manifesting very quickly. This is you stepping into your power, following taking inspired action. Wherever you feel inspired, you're taking action, and you're following impulses that are creative. Like, all of a sudden you feel like doing something that you've never done in a while, or you've never done before. You're taking action upon these things that you feel inspired to do, that you have an impulse to do. This is what divine masculine energy is all about. The magician is divine masculine energy, and it's all about stepping into your power, taking inspired action towards things that are of interest to you, things that are calling you in a way. It's like you feel it in your soul, something's calling you, and you're like moving towards that, whether that's something creative, some sort of action that you're taking. You're matching your thought process to your actions, and it's allowing you to break free from this energy, this Four of Pentacles energy that you're feeling here between Wednesday and Friday. I think this energy is going up until the weekend, where your physical environment is looking terrible. Like, it's not looking the best. It's from a place where it's very unstable. There's a lack of control, there's a lack of security, and you're moving by being in this magician energy. You're healing yourself from this physically, like your actual world around you. You're moving away from this kind of environment to this kind of environment of the Nine of Pentacles, and you're doing this very quickly by matching your thought process to your actions. You're moving from the Four of Pentacles energy to the Nine of Pentacles. And Nine of Pentacles is material gain, luxury, abundance, independence, pleasure. Much better than much better than the Four of Pentacles. And it's very abundant energy. It's very abundant energy being in the Nine of Pentacles. It talks about having everything that you desire financially, materially, that you want, basically. You're able to now understand that, and not just understand but implement it within your life, rather than just wishy-washy within your mind, shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's actually like you're implementing these things, but understanding that you have the spiritual wisdom now at this point, to implement your magician energy, divine masculine energy. And this is what you're doing. You're taking divine, following divine, stepping into your divine masculine energy, and changing your environment, literally changing your environment, by tapping into your power here. It's like the magician, he understands that you need to embody the elements, the four elements, in order to move forwards in life. You have to be like a cup and be able to absorb the drops of wisdom. You need to be like a sword to cut through situations that are trying to stop you, trying to restrict you in some kind of way. You need to be like the pentacle, like very grounded, and you need to be like the staff. You need to be like the wand, to have like the sort of inspiration to do things. And this is what's happening here for you. You understand these things. You've been through lessons to understand these things, to understand these elements on a greater level. You have worked with elements before, unknowingly and knowingly. You have worked with elements. You work with elementals, and your confirmation that you do is that you don't really get affected by the weather. Not as much as other people get affected. Like, you don't get allergies much. You don't get cold much. Like, I mean, you do get cold, but like not as much as other people. Like you don't get like you're not affected by things in nature in general because you're very connected to all the elements. Is what I mean to say. Um, and you're moving your energy again. You're moving it from Four of Pentacles, which is very stagnant energy, to Nine of Pentacles, which is luxury, abundance, wealth, um, and you're gaining some material here, material gain in terms of money, um, and this is allowing you to feel a lot more love for yourself, a lot more love for your life. You're embodying this energy of love, and this is really important for you, like I was saying, to embody this energy of love. This is going to really allow you to become harmonious, unified within yourself. It's going to really help you become balanced in your physical environment, which you are seeking at this time, because you've done the inner work, and it's like you feel tired from the inner work. This is, I guess, what this energy is really about. Is you're tired of doing the inner work, and your external world looking the same way. But you've gained what you needed to gain from doing the inner work, and it's like now the external world is shifting because you shifted as well, and again, it's not something that you just need to think within your head. It's something that you're actually doing physically. So this is looking really good. It's a fantastic week. Look here for you, to be honest with you. It's like you're reclaiming yourself from that barrier. You're finally crossing it. That's what I feel like really wanting to say, that you're finally crossing that barrier that you've been trying to cross for a very long time. You're finally crossing it to the other side. You're going where the grass is greener. You're going where the grass is greener now. So let's put here some challenges for the week to see what's trying to stop you and bring you down from being truly happy and stepping into this beautiful energy. What's trying to stop you? So challenges are things that are trying to pull you down and bring you down for whatever reason, to keep you in this state of feeling unhappy, feeling having the same old, and you really want to leave. You're very bored of like this already, and you really want to leave. It's here for you, but again, these challenges, once they pop up, you're going to be aware of them. When they pop up in your life, don't give them any energy. That's the best way to defeat these challenges. And they could present themselves from within you or externally. Some way they always show up. So your first challenge here is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is basically, Page of Swords is basically a lack of clear thinking, a lack of self-expression, communication with other people, like your ideas being very confusing. Like you need to gain the clarity about the way that you've been going. You have been putting in a lot of hard work. You have been putting in I wouldn't say hard work. You've been manifesting. You've been really manifesting opportunities, and you have been leveling up, but you feel like you haven't been leveling up. You feel like, because your external world is still the same. Don't trick yourself into thinking that you haven't done what you've done. You've done what you've done. You've done the healing. You have done the healing. You've done a lot of inner work. Things are going to start shifting, but you're doubting yourself. You're thinking that things are not moving fast for you. Things are moving very slow for you, because again, you feel like you're not manifesting. You feel like you're not feeling very enthusiastic about stuff, that things you're going through in your life during this week. They're not making you but no, it's a very temporary energy that you're in right now. It's not gonna last. This is the transition. This is literally that you're in a transition. Literally, I don't want to say transition is a better word for it. Crossing. You're crossing right now. So I'm gonna start using words that people don't throw about, because I feel like people throw about words too lightly. And I feel like you're genuinely at this crossing at this time. That's why it looks like the old, but it also looks like the new, if that makes sense. You can feel this, what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like you can feel it. It feels like the old, but it feels like the new also. It's because you're crossing. You can see both. You're going over the bridge. You're crossing the bridge, but things are moving for you very fast. But this is just a challenge for you. These are challenges here for you. Make sure you don't allow your thought process to be unclear. And you can do this by expressing yourself to yourself about how you feel about what you've been through in the last few months. That will help you recognize that yes, you are manifesting, yes, you are moving fast very quickly, and yes, you are very abundant. Opportunities have been coming in for you to level up, but the level up you've been doing has not been very physical, it's been spiritual. You've had to level up spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and now it's happening to you physically. It just goes like that. It just goes like that. The physical reality is less powerful than the mental, emotional, and then the spiritual. Like you've had to do the healing in those ones first, and now your physical reality is changing. So you've done the work, the healing work in the right order also. You've been guided to do your healing inner work. So let's put out an outcome to see what your outcome is here for the week. So listen to some throat chakra meditation as well. Some Tibetan or Himalayan singing bowls that will greatly benefit you, I believe. So what is your outcome here for the week? So your outcome here for the week is you are resting, you're recovering, you're recuperating. Again, you're doing the clear up here after this tower's fallen. You're not rushing. You're not rushing into the new you. You're going through this energy, and this is really important that you actually go through it. As it's not going to be very slow, but it's going to feel slow. And this is it was making you bored, but just let it fall. Let it fall slowly. Don't rush it, and just rest that and recuperate at the same time. And this is how this opportunity is going to present itself for you. This opportunity of the Ace of Pentacles, this is how it's going to present itself to you, by you resting, recuperating, and just allowing this tower to fall, taking your time, not rushing, trying to, it's showing up here in your challenges of swiftness, like trying to move forward too quickly, trying to jump to the next thing. Don't try to jump to the next thing. Let yourself go through this energy. It's very important that you do go through this energy, because it's going to enlighten the next ways for you forward. It's like you're rushing, and it's like you're missing the fact that this is actually hidden behind this. As this is falling, if you run away while it's here like that, you're not going to see this. But if you allow this to fall, you're going to then see this opportunity. But you're recovering, you're resting from the fatigue from that you felt going through this energy just in general for all these years. This is what you're recovering from. You're recuperating, and you're victorious, successful. You're making huge progress. You're finding your enthusiasm again. Your material's working for you here. You're coming into harmony. Your material world is shifting here at the end of the week. Like I said, you're going from the Four of Pentacles energy to the Nine of Pentacles. So your energy is shifting here, and your material starting to work for you. Like it's shifting to such a great degree that you're coming into harmony with your external world around you, and you're letting go of things that are really have these environments, things around you that have abandoned you, disappointed you, things, jobs, even just things that you're doing, like a narrative that you may have had of like, this is the way to do things, and physically speaking, like in terms of like living, like you need to live like this, basically. This is also what you're letting go of at this time, this sort of narrative of like what isn't truly you. Yeah, and you're embodying this energy of the King of Wands again. Is coming out here very strongly. Like I was saying, the King of Wands is now celebrating. So you're going through this energy here again at the end of the week of feeling like the King of Wands. Very have a vision. You're gaining a lot of vision about which way is next for you. gaining vision about which way is next for you, taking leadership and authority of your life finally after a very long time. You're gonna feel like you're like a kid again, not a kid, but like you're feeling things that you haven't felt since you were a kid. The way of being, and like now you're an adult, you can actually live like that. And it's interesting here, I'm seeing this wand here as the Ace of Wands in his hand. It's just finally you've understood your own power, your own energy. The Hierophant, it also represents mastery here. It's like you're mastered yourself here. You've mastered yourself to such a great degree here that you are now possessing a wand as you move forwards through life. You didn't have a wand before this whole process that you went through in the last 13 years. You didn't have this wand 13 years ago. It's like these situations have all been about you gaining this wand so that you can move through life. And the wand represents inspiration, opportunities and ideas, creativity and growth. You're now able to make things happen for yourself that you never could make happen for yourself through your own energy, and no longer be restricted to things that are. I can't make this. I'm not going to say it. Told you I was seeing it. You're no longer restricted. You're no longer restricted anymore. You're no longer restricted anymore to things that are basically draining you, that are trying to bring you down, because you understand your power now. Literally, you understand your power now, and you're carrying this with you as you're moving forward. And the one also represents the spark of inspiration, the spark of creativity, which is again spark of growth, spark of what I've just said, opportunities and ideas. You're now able to make things happen for yourself. And these branches, they're all different colors. You can't see them, but they're all different colors and stuff. So there's many possibilities, and whichever possibility that you want to particularly pick, that's what you're going to pursue here. So it's like a deep week you're going through here, Leo, of like really reclaiming yourself that you didn't know was lost. It's like a part of you that was lost in time, and you didn't know was lost because you had gone so deep into that shell and you couldn't reopen that shell. This is why you felt something missing this whole time. Like you felt like there was something missing within your life, something within you that was missing. And you've not been wrong, you've been right. Something has been missing, but you just haven't been able to open that. You're now finally able to open that shell and bring yourself back out. And I'm seeing you here by the end of the week reintegrating your energy, like I was saying, really mastering and reintegrating your energy and manifesting very quickly here. And this is between Friday and Sunday. You're in this magician energy, and you're changing your physical reality very quickly, which is very interesting. So let me know how it goes. I'm quite interested. This is very interesting reading. It's like you've done a lot of development. Now there's an application. So it's not just like a woo-woo, you know. It's like a lot of people are like, yeah, tarot readers, you know, they just woo-woo. But it's like, you know, you have to go through it to know, I guess. Well, I mean, some people are woo-woo, but not this situation. Well, not me anyway, but let me know how it goes. I'm quite interested because you're now applying what you've learned from the healing, not just the healing, but as this tower's falling, it's like it's fireworks. It's a celebration as this tower's falling, and you're now able to go to your castle, which is really fantastic. So I'm going to leave your reading here. Oh, also, the number 8 is very significant for you. I don't know why, but the number 8 is very significant for you here in regards to your happiness, your success, maybe your life path 8. But yeah, I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.